came from everywhere. I come 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 from everywhere. My name is Otis Mansa, and you were officially live from the Incubator for Migration Matters Festival. This little bit of buzz is serendipitous, but I rise and shine and falling out the sky like Icarus, building bridges up and then jump from cognitive dissonance, the rigor defined on the ledge where the preacher meets the physicist. Ooh yeah, where Nietzsche meets the burning bush, a gust of wind from the lungs of a psalmist with a surly grunt, a mirthless puff on the cusp of discerning love. We gather lit from crunk, but how's that help apply when I do what a video vixen does and dance the night away for pleasure or aesthetic? Shine like full moon faces, fugazi and fetishize my parish. When my light decays, spread my story in debris, indelible aesthetics. Charred from Armageddon, stuck in states of sunk sedate in essence. Rap poetics like calisthenics, zealous champion pages of esoteric pyrotechnics. But this life is Tetris, and it keeps piling on me. Pilot of crash pride, a zombie, revived to a life of longing. Scribe like Murakami, a linguist, murals of one's dreams. Refer to me as plural, can't quantify me as one thing. Quantum leaps from concrete. Weary existence, teary admission of the truth. Leery and livid eyes and it's hidden from the news. I'm hiding under the bed, revelations under the bed. How I'm the monster under the bed that I was hiding from all along. I share my personality with a blacksmith who sharpened a blunt, a blade that I've fallen on. Fighting the sordid one, absorbing songs. It's all the rules and con and come when you don't belong in this world of wrong. Rhyme schemes like shelter come with panoramic span. A cog in the machine, hip-hop reigns supreme over lands of man. Pulling back pieces from Pangea, uniting and uplifting from Thailand to Tanzania, combating rampant fear with beats and breaks. Tell Sir Richard Branson, please no branding here. Piles of indigenous elders buried under this IKEA. So while you eat meatballs and toast to deforestation, the world is burning and my morals shaking. Pristine like Aztec civilization, but still might eat your face off. The barbarian rap contrarian, barbarian flow aquarium, elephant in a cage and terrarium. You bought a harlequin and it ain't martyrdom. You cowardice and scarcely kin. How do I fight for a world I'm barely in? Theater of the absurd, they're killing kings with gusts of wind. You Philistine with motives full of sin. The end is imminent and they wipe you out of history unless you're looking Aryan. We are officially live from the Incubator. My name is Otis Mansa.
Alright kids, I want you to gather around.
It's funny how people leave your life as quick as they enter in it. Memories fade, the days that we waste, blow syllables out the window minutes. Miss their minuscule lives with a sour sense of cynicism. Crack the walls of this inner prison. Brought my fist to some kindred spirit for trying to stick me for my flimsy winning lyrics. Rip the pen like penicillin. Therapy, anonymity, and tunnel vision. All I need to plummet finish rhymes to bunker mimic. I scribble limericks and prose that kind of impose a privacy infringement. Expose my soul with lines and explosive flows to lynch a critic. Socially dysfunctional as long as there's some funk within it. A one-man show, I jump on stage and I'm Tim Minchin with this subconscious shapeshifter. I flinch and fidget, chase this runaway dream, idyllic and fiend for prolific trails that it leaves in vivid. Being stuck up in a rust better than being stuck up, period. Reality has pinching tendencies and it seems the timid's livid chucks the angst to position. I'm feeling cryptic, yeah. It's like trying to pull blood from a stone. I pull my boot from the dirt and leave my fears alone. I left my hurt in the past, my tears water the ground and grow problems of their own. I carve my future in stone, master the thoughts in my head, chastise the breath in my chest, past try and retrace in my steps. I kick my demons to death, they stuck their teeth in my neck. I woke with my corpse in my bed, thoughts seep from the holes in my head, full heaps and I'm holding my stress, false dreams and dreary, my dude, my eyes been teary, I'm cool. See a house, these insecurities contorted at the core of me, where this heart for all to see, broke down four fortresses, watch this life extort my dreams to fear futures outside, writing my route right, trying to make it to style 5, stifled by this self-inflicted house arrest so sublime. I publish poems in an almanac, seal rhymes in a postal bag. I just want MF Doom to know I rap. I just want MF Doom to know I just want MF Doom to know I rap. I just want MF Doom to know I just want MF Doom to know I rap. I just want MF Doom to know why. I just want MF Doom to know why. I just want MF Doom to know why. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Yeah, so as I said before, my name is Otis Mensa. This is a new event of exclusive art. It's called Live from the Incubator. And the meaning behind the concept is sort of whilst we're all in quarantine, whilst we're sort of all buffering, we're all pending. I hope that we're using this time for pondering and contemplation. And we're using it to give birth to art that in turn changes the solid structures that are built inside people's minds. So it's about art that is breaking down these barriers, these internal barriers. And it's a blessing to be a part of this. I'm very thankful for Migration Matters for giving me this opportunity, not only to share my own art, but to champion some of my favorite artists and just shout about them and I guess experience their music live for most of them the first time, so it's a blessing. So this is just the first segment of Live from the Incubator. I'm going to share a few more songs, and then we're going to get into some more incredible art. So thank you so much for tuning in today. This next song I'm going to perform for you is called Grand Finale Funeral Show, and I wrote this about an anxiety, sort of mortality anxiety, and fearing that I'll be plucked from this earth without having the chance to tell my story, and I sort of wrote this with my last my last words in mind. I wrote this as the last piece that I might leave for those people who I love and who love me back. The poet's work riddled with malaprops. Stoic work nursing the paradox. Knee-jerk trying to reverse circle by shallow box. Searching for therapy in barren shops. Working the shelves, hurting myself. Trying to shadow box, asserting myself. Trying to overcome maladaptive behavioral patterns. Barricaded in narrow blocks where the high road stops. There's lazy clocks. Thick corridors of autumn flowers. Vacant reading Schopenhauer. And everyone's waiting on me to say something profound. But even 100 rounds couldn't be heard from this level of underground. Found the meaning of life in a lottery draw of jumbled nouns. Sat on the podium whilst cursing cowards. Cause I woke up in the morning wearing courage trousers. Shouting scurry clouds with a worried frown. From a well-insulated house, the weather turning sour. Better hurry now. Tweaking my solipsism. Forget sleepy apparitions of my perdition. Tired of being the opposition, refuting everything, even myself. But this pot to piss and ain't a spot to live in. See, I make coffee for a living. Want a mockery out of my brooding, bruised ego? Just a euphemism for the music business when surviving is failing. Like casualties of catastrophic cataclysms. The numerologist that grew out of the mathematician. The exhibitionist that grew out of the shady vision. The nuclear war that grew out of an inintended muscle spasm. The unexpected just might happen, stop and listen. Trips on the canvas feels kind and candid when you see your life in flashes in an untimely fashion. These kids want liposuction and a million likes. I ration out my love into a soul that matters. Mind the casket, autoplay my reaction. Family romance and passion. Die trying to triathlon, triple rival after. We all crawled up the ladder, assault to assert our status. But alarm tones like tongues between cymbal crashes. The way it goes, same old. Lay low, case closed, you don't know about me. Lay the stones, tired bones, wired brain. Life turned over and I love you again. The people who really need the healing can't afford the healing seminar, sir. Why you doing that for? Welcome to the Grand Finale Funeral Show. Take a seat in the pews, the bearer of bad news. You know my name but you don't know me at all. You know my name but you don't know me. You know my name but you don't know me at all. You know my name but you don't know. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, we are officially live from the Incubator. I hope you enjoyed that one. Before I get into my last song, Breath of Life, I want to tell you a little bit more about the artists that we're going to have a part of Live from the Incubator today. And, I noticed the common denominator between all of their music, and it's what I like to call poetic vulnerability. I saw that they all harnessed the political and social power of expression in a way that was very potent, meaningful, and could definitely instigate change, and did within me. So yeah, after my performance, we're gonna go into Lucy DK's incredible performance. She's an incredible singer-songwriter, poet, a musician, and then that's gonna be followed by Kazia's performance. And I've been looking forward to seeing her perform live. I've been really enjoying the art that she's been releasing online, and again, truly soulful, and it's gonna be a vibe. And then the headliner of Live from the Incubator is gonna be Lando Chill. Now again, Lando Chill is one of my favorite artists. I first discovered him through Mellow Music Group, a label that put out incredible music, and he put out an album called For Mark Your Son. And when I talk about poetic vulnerability, for me this really harnessed that and was truly impactful for me. You know, I would listen to it on my way to music college, and it really resonated with me. And was transformative. So I'm very excited to have this opportunity to share this music, and I'm excited, and I want to thank all the artists that decided to take part, you know. So this is the last song I'll be performing. It's called Breath of Life. It's featuring the incredible Hemlock Ernst of Future Islands, and you can check it out on my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/Otis Mensah. Scared of the walls, merciless as Murphy's Law. Mercy me and gaping sore. From the core my fears pour. Feel torn in every dream I fall. From the sky a lord was born to a pile of poetry on the floor. Falsely accused, my love contorts like ball when it feels street could talk. I don't feel secure, I feel secure. Every childhood portrait winks at me like they knew before what I never saw. Wet myself to toss and turn. Home is you or someone there. That's why I don't ever leave the north. The stairwell plays minor scale. My pride impaled and dreams for sale. Leave me stale or see me sail. Watch me sink or see me hailed. My shadow disingenuous. He dances without me and finishes sentences. Has dinner without me and picks on my blemishes. I try defending me, kicks on my emptiness. Now I'm a degenerate. They sorrow with sorrow and somberness. Time borrowed the novice that sold itself short, bleeding out in the corridor ominous. Dry crayons on mirrors now. Dare I dirtiest name brave as the novelist. I sleep with a bayonet, cause sly is the orifice, time is the coroner. Live at the concert hall, every head is just turning and churning. My stomach a worm in a bucket. I'm nothing to gobble the bullet. Sweet word out the gullet of godliness. My name is Otis Mensah, and we are live from the Incubator with love and soul. Trying to hide my sins in a church hall. Live your life and enjoy in the circle. Anointed by toil and turmoil. And shaking the soil and surplus. I shake in the turf war where the weight of the world more. Still riding the harrow, stress mixed with a marrow. Feeling absurd in the circus, just thought I deserved more. If Marvin was murdered by blood and Curtis danced with the light and then got crushed. If Otis fell from the sky from up above, then what does that make for the making of us? Sunk by the death of the young, left with the crumbs after all that is done. I'm still the old klutz, labeled as dust, never cradled as such with the fables of must. And who knows what will become of us once the dreidel is spun. And I lay awake 360 days plus. And I lay awake, holding my heavy eyes. Oh, my heavy eyes.
I miss the fields, I miss my mother. I miss the rain, even in summer. I'm glad I'm gone, I miss my sisters. I'm glad I'm gone, I miss the roads, I don't miss home. Where do you feel safe? Where do you feel happy? How long have you searched for the rest of your family? He says I'm scared of not being loved. So is everyone, so is everyone. Wrap me up and make me precious. Oh, I swear that I appreciate every effort. How did our little house get so far away? I called home yesterday. I called home yesterday. Hey, Beth's in China, I'm in America, Mom's in England. The world's so big, and I'm so tiny. I've been kissed by so many strangers' lips, and I still miss, no, I still miss the names. Beth's in China, I'm in America, Mom's in England. Beth's in China, I'm in America, Mom's in England. No, wrap me up and make me precious. Oh, I swear I appreciate every effort. Hi, my name's Lucy DK, and this next song is called Family Drama. Family drama, no family's perfect, man. It's been years since I see my father. Now he says he wants us back. I'm crying on my old boy, seeing people I probably shouldn't. Drinking till everything in me runs dry, riding away all my problems. Oh, how many nights have I cried? I'm starting to think it's too many. I am starting to wonder I lied to my best friend last night, but where I was sleeping, cause the rumor mill's already creeping, and I just needed an escape room. Already feeling like my tomb. I took one last sip, the bottle smashed, I was feeling it all the way back. I took one last hit, the joy died, not for long enough. I was so I was so I'm on top of it, that's what I tell them all. Sometimes I up, sometimes I fall. When I do, it's so low, low as you can go. So I chase the high only I can find. Don't we? Oh, don't we? Oh. No, I took one last sip, the bottle smashed, I was feeling it all the way back. I took one last hit, the joy died, not for long enough. I was so high. Thank you. It's so strange doing this virtually in quarantine. Hope you're all surviving quarantine. But I'm so happy to be here with Migration Matters as part of this very powerfully black lineup. And I hope that my set can be a reminder that black lives are beautiful and complicated and joyful and sad and so much, so many things. This is called Glitter. Happy Pride Month. Not strange fruit, it's hard to believe that good sex got you right where you need to be. And it took its time coming, not enough control. Then I take the wheel and I skirt off the road. I've been good, good, honey. Teddy bear, sugar, money. Baby daddy can't speak his mind. I'm not what he was expecting to find. I'm gonna go back to Atlanta, sleep good on my front post floor, and shake off this glitter till I don't shine no more. Don't shine no more. No pride, no. Don't shine no more. How would somebody who's never been kissed know just how you're supposed to push your lips? No, that's how it feels to see all of these girls and walk right on by, bouncing my calls. Come on, tell me who I could be if I had time. Just love, come along, often enough to leave this one behind. I've been good, good, honey, teddy bear, sugar, money. Baby daddy can't speak his mind. I'm not what he was expecting to find. Gonna go back to Atlanta, sleep good on my front post floor, and shake off this glitter till I don't shine no more. Don't shine no more. No pride, no. Don't shine no more. Trust, I've never been in love like I am with you. You made me breathless, spinning through the room. Boy, you're my heart and my soul. Oh, there's a part of me I wanna know. Does love come along often enough to leave this one behind? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh, 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 Thank you. That song's unreleased, so you heard it here for the first time. I hope you liked it. The next song I'm going to do is one that I wrote last summer when I was in London, and I was kind of thinking about what the future would bring. I was getting ready to move here to New York, where I'm singing live from my bedroom, and there were just lots of things going through my mind, and the song is called Packham. It came out on streaming a couple of months ago, so I would love for you to go and check it out there too, but this is the acoustic version actually. Back in London, and I feel myself here in Peckham, thinking, well, maybe I should just stay here. I'm meant to be moving again. Got a hotshot, flashy job in New York City. Going back to my Brooklyn baby, so far away from the woman that raised me. She said, baby, go do your thing. You're making waves and it's amazing, but I can't keep this voice out my head that says you're only doing the shit to pay rent. You're not staying true to the things you wanna change, letting the world get away with being stuck in its ways. You want nice clothes, not from the sale. You want braids and weave and acrylic nails. You want to eat out every night and not worry. All of these things cost cold hard money. What are you chasing What is it really? Why are you wasting your youth on this safety? Would you take a risk for once in your life? Shoot your shot and just let it fly. Bet on your biggest dreams, oh love. When did you give up? When did you give up? I wanna be hugging on him, loving on him, never be apart. Until I catch a plane and it's all the same again. Oh, I've been leaving pieces of my heart in different places. My baby's born in New York and I'm not seeing him in ages. Thank you. I'm just imagining all the applause, so I hope you're clapping at home too. And yeah, the next song I'm gonna do, it's also about goodbyes. I'm actually leaving New York to go back to London very, very soon. And so I wrote this song really recently. It's unreleased, doesn't have a name. If you have thoughts on it, would love you to hit me in my DMs. I would love that. But yeah, it's about goodbyes and it's sad. And my boyfriend is filming this right now. So all the fuels. The video cut out. But yeah, the song is about goodbyes and I hope you like it. Let's go. Sitting here with you, I already miss you. What's up with that? I'm usually smart, but I wanna be stupid and just take you back with me in my suitcase, in love in her case. Crazy, stupid, Cupid, behave. They say will you break up? I say we just made up, so what's good with that? Don't have any control, just flowing with the flow and it feels bad. We can't slow down more than we are now, but it still feels like we're running out of time. My last days with you feel like the best excuse tonight. And this thing, yeah, it's too sweet, too sweet, it's too sweet. It's too sweet, it's too sweet, it's too sweet. The problem is I need you. The problem is there ain't a button to delete you. The problem is that I can't just up and leave you. The problem is the only problem is the water. The problem is the border. The problem is the drowning in the in-between, the slaughter. The problem is, no, see, the problem is, oh, my last days with you feel like the best excuse tonight. And this thing, yeah, it's too sweet, 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 it's too sweet. Sitting here with you, I already miss you. What's up with that? I'm usually smart, but I wanna be stupid and just take you back. They say, will you break up? I say we just made up, so what's good with that? Don't have any control, just flowing with the flow and it feels bad. Oh, my last days with you feel like the best excuse tonight. And this thing, yeah, it's
that brings me to my latest single. It's called South Bank. It came out on streaming a couple of weeks ago. I'm really excited about it and I would love for you to hear it. It's about meeting my absent father for the first time in over a decade on South Bank in London. And it's a sad song, but it gives me a lot of energy. So, here we go.
South Bank sometime in late July. Your face, the one I've seen all my life. In photos, I know though I don't know you. You think that I would feel closer to you, but yet here we are, strangers outside some bar. Strangers, yet here we are, strangers. Family in name only, family in name only. No monster hiding under my bed. Turn into a sad old man instead. Get up from the table, not sure if I'll see you again, ever again. Yes, I wanted to know who you are. Looking at you won't get me very far. Keep saying sorry, you don't know what for. Keep your eyes looking down hard at the floor. When I was younger, the pain made me shy. All of the time I was screaming inside. Now I'm full grown, I got nothing to say. Neither of you, it's a real shame. Shame. 'Cause yeah, here we are, strangers outside some bar. Strangers, yeah, here we are, strangers. Family in name only, family in name only. No South Bank sometime in late July. South Bank sometime in late July. South Bank sometime in late July. South Bank sometime.
Thanks. Yeah, this is gonna be my last song. Thank you so much for having me. I think we're like in a moment right now where Black people kind of feel like maybe for the first time, sometimes we're able to actually say how we feel about racism, because often we can't. Often when we do, we're silenced or not listened to or shouted at or argued with. And I've been exploring race in my music for a while, forever really. And I think especially now it's really important to remember that like while we're like looking at these huge systemic issues of things like police brutality, there are also ways that racism really plays in to other parts and other facets of life. And the way I've always explored it in my music, because all of my music is about relationships often, is by looking at like dating life, sex, relationships, all of that, and how racism manifests there so deeply. And this is a song I wrote ages ago, probably 2 years ago, a year ago, something like that, after a breakup, but it really isn't about any one person. It was more about a repeated experience. And yeah, I hope you listen to it and hear what it's saying. Thank you so much again for having me here today. It's been a pleasure. My name's Lucy DK, and this song is called Bye to My Last White Boy for the Foreseeable Future.
White boys like to go for cocktails when they take you out, and they often live in big brick houses where they lay you down. And even when they don't got money, they got things to say. Oh, they hardly ever cry, so they ask you for therapy. Oh, I seen lots of things that I never thought I'd see, but I been brought to my knees. So bye to my last white boy for the foreseeable future. I've been learning how to love someone who looks a lot like me. Bye to my last white boy for the foreseeable future. Oh, I think I'm finally over being handled carelessly. White boys like to love you like you're just a holiday. Want to write about pretending to be wild until the day that the girls they raised their eyebrows at and rolled their eyes for seem like better prospects. You're back where you were before. Oh, I been hard to crack, and I know that, but I won't make the same mistakes. So bye to my last white boy for the foreseeable future. I've been learning how to love someone who looks a lot like me. Bye to my last white boy for the foreseeable future. Oh, I think I'm finally over being handled carelessly. I guess I lost myself in him again. I guess I lost myself in him. It's a big bad world, and when he came first, yeah, I knew I was gonna come last. It was deja vu, cause he clearly assumed I was up for a right big laugh. And it must look like nothing can shake me, like I don't need to be handled carefully. Must look like nothing can shake me, like I don't need to be handled carefully. So bye to my last white boy for the foreseeable future. I miss lying lazily in bed with you till 2 p.m. Bye to my last white boy for the foreseeable future. Oh, see, I thought you were different, and you turned out just like them.
Thank you. Bye.
Hey guys, my name is Kazaya, and you are seeing a live from the Incubator. I'm happy to be here this evening in my own room, in my own house, because this is how we do concerts these days. We don't really have the choice but to stream live performances so that we can continue to share love. So I'm happy to be here in my room, but with you across the world, sharing a little bit of my universe. Thanks, Otis, for having me part of your Otis and Friends. I feel flattered. I'm honored to be able to spread some love through you. Thanks to you. I'm based in Berlin, so this is where this is being done. And I'm just going to be sharing a few of my songs and a little bit of love. I have my phone so that I can see basically what you guys are seeing to try to have a minimum of control of what's happening here. Yeah, I'll just jump right into it with the first song. I hope the sound is fine. Looks like it's okay. This song is about taking a little bit of time to get to know people before we put them in a box. We tend to categorize people maybe a little too fast. So yeah, this is just a reminder to see a little bit further and go for more. Oh, oh, oh. When you just look at him briefly, there's a hole, then you're missing out. Like the stars, he wishes to reach under his cloak of constant doubt. Give it a little consideration, try a little evaluation. But of the actual soul that's laying within, instead of the shoes he's carrying. Go for more, go for more, go for more, go for more. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, just go for more, go for more, go for more, go for more. Oh, 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 oh. And I know, it's hard to find the reason why, but it's worth giving him a try. Get your primary thought away. Let him have what he's gotta take. Yeah, yeah. Give it a little consideration. Try a little evaluation. Of the actual soul that's laying within, instead of the shoes he's carrying. Go for more, go for more, go for more, go for more. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, just go for more, go for more, go for more, go for more. Oh, 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 oh. Hey! Oh, just go for more, go for more, go for more, go for more. Oh, oh, oh. Hey! Oh, just go for more, go for more, go for more, go for more. Oh, 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 oh. Go for more. And take the time to talk a while. Forget a minute, the ticking sound, and let the wind carry out your mind. And don't worry about what you find. And take the time to talk a while. Forget a minute, the ticking sound, let the wind carry out your mind. And don't worry about what you find. Just go for more. Go for more. Don't worry about what you find now. Hey. Don't worry about what you find. Just go for more. Hey, go for more. Yeah. Go. Don't worry about what you find now. Go. Just go for more. The whole crowd is screaming in this room where I'm all by myself. It's really weird to not be able to interact with anyone. I'm someone that loves to interact when I have shows, and I don't know, I ask questions. I feel like I'm an energetic person. I mean, not in that sense, I'm an energy person. And so I really like to feel an exchange. So I hope that you guys are feeling my energy across the screen. How does it look? Looks pretty okay, I think. Next song. The next song is a song I wrote when I was in a situation involving a partner, see how all serious I got there? No, basically, I was with a person in a relationship, and it was towards the end where the person didn't know whether they wanted to stay with me or not. Basically, it was yes and no, and yes and no, and you're the woman of my life. Actually, I need to have time for myself. This song is called Up Down, and it goes like this. Yeah. I'm in the deep, the water's cold. What you like to me, you used to be whole. I'm growing weak, I can't move no more. Yeah. And what couldn't I see? That your love was gone. Up, down, up, down, up, down, yeah. Up, down, up, down, up, down, yeah. Up, down, up, down, up, down, yeah. Up, down. Fighting the breeze, I should let go. Yeah, put my heart at ease. Once and for all. You say to me that you ain't sure, but I got to leave. Once and for all. Up, down, up, down, up, down, yeah. Up, down, up, down, up, down, yeah. Up, down, up, down, up, down, yeah. Up, down, down, up, down, yeah. Left, right, yeah. You can't decide. You gotta make up your mind, yeah. Yeah. Up, down, up, down, up, down, yeah. Up, down, up, down, up, down, yeah. Up, down, up, down, up, down, yeah. Up, down. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, make up your mind. That was a horrible moment. It was so emotionally draining. It was so toxic. But I learned so much. And that's what difficult situations in life are about. It's about living life and learning, understanding who you are, understanding what you need, understanding what you can do better, what you have to work on. So yeah, it was hard, but I'm still very grateful for the process because I wouldn't be who I am today if it weren't for that thing I experienced. But to continue in that story, the phase after that was the heartbreak. We end up really breaking up, and it's like, in fairy tales, there's a prince, a princess, this huge love story, and when you get your first heartbreak, sometimes, some people decide to continue believing, and others decide that they're not going to open the hearts up anymore. I was in the phase where I didn't know where I wanted to go. I had just been really heartbroken, and my heart was in a revolution. Am I going to continue opening my heart up, or am I going to shut completely down?
Je n'ai qu'une envie, m'évader. Far away, loin où l'océan tient le ciel. Tenter de rejoindre cet arc-en-ciel dont on m'a tant parlé. Pourquoi aimer si c'est donner la chance de se blesser? Je n'ai que l'amour comme unique raison, comme unique poison. Perdu dans un limbo, la tête en feu, je n'ai plus rien dans les yeux. Non, c'est la révolution dans mon cœur. It's a revolution. I say my heart's in revolution. Oh, 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 it's a revolution. It's a revolution. Je n'ai plus envie de me démener. Je fais face à un mur rempli d'atomes, fantômes qui hantent mon royaume. Mon esprit, l'inattendu voyage dans mon propre coquillage. Les esprits ne sont pas commodies, inutiles, mais ils me rendent statut dépourvu, comprends-tu? Perdu dans un limbo. La tête en feu, je n'ai plus rien dans les yeux. C'est la révolution dans mon cœur. Oh, it's a revolution. I say my heart's in revolution. My heart's in revolution. No. My heart's in revolution. It's a revolution. Oh, it's a revolution. Oh, it's a revolution. Oh, it's a revolution.
That was also a hard time. So dark, so alone. I think a lot of us go through phases like that where we feel that we're never really going to see light again. You know, either because we lose someone that we were in a relationship with, romantically speaking, or because we lose someone that just left our world. It's always, you know, we're just like in this limbo. Limbo is the right word. I say it in the song, Perdu dans un limbo. It's in French. And we have the feeling that we're, you know, not going to come out of this situation. And if I remember correctly the order and what songs I chose to share with you, the next song is called Summertime, and it's basically the logical suite of this story. At some point, you know, you start healing and you know things are going to be better. And this is what the song is about. It's about whatever happens, I know I'll be fine. I trust the process. I trust my growth is going to be okay.
Summertime's away. I feel fine, I'm okay. Summer days, summer nights, hearts in our hands, nothing to worry. Summer days, summer hearts, we were hooked on to one another. Now summertime is away, but I feel fine, I'm okay. Whatever we choose, I gotta keep cool. I know I'll be just fine without you. Summertime, so I feel fine, I'm okay. Whatever we do, I'm gonna be cool. I know I'll be just fine without you. I know I'll be just fine without you. Without you. Without you. Summertime remain.
I really like this song. I really like this song because I remember the phase I was in when I wrote it, and I saw the light, you know, and it's a beautiful moment when you're stuck in limbo and you feel that you're never going to get out of deep sadness and you start seeing the light. You're like, okay, things are going to be fine, you know. Speaking of being fine, I want to end this moment on a more positive song because it's been not only sad, but it's been mellow and calm. You know, it's the end of the day. I'm at the end of my week, and I want to stay relaxed, but I will end on a higher note. This song is a song I wrote to my childhood self and to all the other people that need to hear it. It's about staying true to yourself and being happy with that. Yeah. Let me put this a little louder. Yeah.
Listen up. I tried to figure out what's going on in this head of mine now. Yeah. It's like living inside a bubble full of wild thoughts popping and shining. Where is my mind? I'm popping and shining whenever I want it. I'm just being honest with myself. I'm popping and shining whenever I want it. I'm just being honest, stay true to myself. Yeah. Sometimes I'm in the days, the city got ghosts if you lose your way. Oh, and little did I know. Oh, I tried to keep in mind. I know I'm strange, but I'm one of a kind. I'm popping and shining whenever I want it. I'm just being honest with myself. I'm popping and shining whenever I want it. I'm just being honest, stay true to myself. Yeah. Sign of life within my eyes. I've always tried to reach the stars. The future lies within who tries. Yeah. Hey. Sign of life within my eyes. I've always tried to reach the stars. The future lies within who tries. I'm popping and shining, yeah, whenever I want it. I'm just being honest with myself. I'm popping and shining whenever I want it. I'm just being honest, stay true to myself.
Thank you for listening. This was me. This is really bright all of a sudden. I hope you enjoyed the little stories, my universe. Thank you again for inviting me, Otis. Thank you, Migration Matters Festival. Thanks for watching and being a part of this cause and for being with unity and being with love. I hope that everyone is handling this whole hectic situation with the COVID situation, but also with the protests that are happening everywhere and all the other things happening in the world, because that is, what we see the most on media today. But it's not the only thing happening everywhere. So let's stay alert and let's love, because love shall always be the best way to handle things. My name is Kazaya, and I hope you enjoyed.